When you go to background color, okay, CSS treats every HTML element as if it appears in a box. Like I told you, an invisible box around each element, and the background color property sets the color of the background for that box. Okay, so when I apply it, you are going to understand it more. You are going to see my background color covering the entire element I've applied. Okay, you can also choose any background color in the same way we chose the foreground color. So it can be in the form of the RGB, use the red, green, blue. You can also use the hex code, which is the 6-digit code preceded by hash, or you can use one of the predefined color names. Okay, if you do not specify a background color, then the background color is transparent. Okay, by default, most browser windows will have a white background. So ordinarily, if you don't specify any particular color, it will give it a background color of white. But browser users can set a background color, and you want to be specific. I want the background color of my heading should be this or should be that. Remember, when you are doing colors too, you have to be sensitive, so that you know that, oh, the background color and the foreground color actually match. Okay, don't use a color, background color, and then the foreground color as the same. In this case, the text will not be legible for reading. I'm going to explain what color is, understanding color the more. Okay, and then, but before that, I want to explain background color using our web page. So I'll go onto my text editor once more and explain how to specify background colors. So we are currently on our text editor. I want to give the entire body a background color of 200 red, 200 green, and 200 blue. It's going to give me a color just like a gray color. Okay, and then I'm going to specify using a color name of dark cyan, a color name, and this hex code, which is something like a pink, and a background color of white for all my paragraphs. Let me save this. Control S. Let me refresh and see what is going to happen. Now this is what is happening. I'm giving the background color for all my paragraphs as white. Okay, that's the background color. You see, it is putting them as if they are in a box. They are in boxes. So if you check this H1, okay, you see the color, the background color applied around it like a box, as if the H1 element is in a box. If you check my H2 also, it shows that it's kind of in the box. I've not specified anything for the H3, so it's taking the old background, and the background for the first paragraph and second paragraph is, and the third paragraph is white, just because I was not specific on which paragraph. I just indicated paragraph, so it will apply to all my my paragraphs. Okay, remember when we were doing selectors, I explained that we have universal selectors, we have type selectors. So this is one example of the type selectors. This is also another example of the type selectors. Assuming I want to use both this color also for my H3, what I'll do is I'll just give a comma here and I'll indicate H3. So my third paragraph will also be like my first paragraph in color. So let me just check. I've just made some changes. Let me just check. You see, so my third heading, okay, my third heading will also be as though it is the first, because I apply the same rules to the just as the first. So this is the beauty of of CSS. Okay, this is the beauty of CSS. Just one rule, but it can apply to multiple elements. Okay, this paragraph that I mentioned is applying to paragraph 1, 2, 3, If I want to be specific, then I now become what? Specific. Okay. Let's continue on the lessons of color and explain color into details.